Good evening, Mayor Stone, council members Zuniga and Felix, and Mayor Pro Tem Elliott. Members of the city staff, good evening. My name is Steve Bierbaum, and I'm an Upland resident. I originally came before you to discuss a couple items this evening, and one of them has been taken off of the calendar. I'm glad that you're going to have conversations with the downtown business owners about the tax on that item. That being said, the second item that I wanted to talk about is item 12B, the San Bernardino County tax reimbursement. Now, according to what I read in the agenda, the city of Upland is going to receive $1,019,420, a refund due to an error in calculations. Now, I realize that some might not call this a refund. Use whatever verbiage you want that makes you feel good. Looks like we're getting $1 million back. In its simplest form, based upon my translation of the agenda language, we are being refunded excessive monies taken by San Bernardino County from fiscal year 17 through 18 in the amount of $1 million plus. Thank goodness the finance officer realized this mistake. So my question is, what do you intend to do with the monies? I just heard the city manager indicate that the money has already been accounted for, or somehow it's being accounted for in some other budget. But what I don't understand as a resident of the city is, how can the fire department and the city have agreed upon a percentage, agreed upon a amount, and then a year and a half, 2 years later, you're saying that you realized a mistake, but how come this is the first time we've heard of it? And how is it possible that you've accounted for it in previous financial documents? You've accounted for the $1 million and you've going to spend it somehow, or it's already been spent, yet it's been a year and a half since the process started. So I have a suggestion. What I'm reading is we have this $1 million refund for the budget, and it's been passed, I'm going to guess, by staff. I'm looking at redistribution, if we can, of the money. And the way that I'd like to see it redistributed is to our city employees' contract. I'm very fortunate to be honored to wear one of the city employees' jackets this evening. I believe that the employees' associations, all four of them, have been directed to impasse in the negotiations. And I'm not advocating that we piss away $1 million, but I do believe that in honor of the employees who have worked for our city and continue to work every single day, and it has been 11 years since the Employees Association has had a hourly wage increase, I think that you should give some serious consideration, please, to directing the city manager back to the negotiating table with all four of the employees' unions and associations to discuss and move forward in the process. I'm not directing you or asking you to settle with them right now, but at least you need to go back to the table. I'm very familiar with what impasse is. I'm very familiar with what negotiations are. And if you decide that you're not going to utilize a portion of that monies to reward our city employees, reward our police officers — by the way, Chief, thank you for bringing 4 new officers to our department — we're going to lose them. Everybody here knows in the previous 2 years, we started losing people, and we're still losing people. I beg of you, I believe that we're moving forward right now. I love the way that I see our city. I love the new city council. I love the direction the employees are going, the police department, and everything else. Maybe I'm naive, but I would hope that we could utilize a portion of this money as opposed to saying, this is a $1 million that we just got back, but we already have it spent back over here for something else. When a year and a half, 2 years ago, you knew it was going to the county. So, and if you're not going to give it to the employees, I would respectfully request that you determine — I don't recall the amount of tax-paying citizens there are in the city, but take that $1 million and split it up and get it back to us, since that's where the money came from. Good evening. Thank you very much.